Hey guys, Drifter here, and welcome to the second episode of Call of Duty In Depth. Since this show isn't about any particular weapon or game at all, but rather the engine, I have a lot of leeway with topics, and what I wanted to talk about today is the myth of the best weapon. This happens in every single Call of Duty game. Everybody wants to know which weapon is best. When I left a recommendation for topics in the other video in the comments, a lot of people says, Drifter, use your stats and knowledge to just tell me which weapon is best. I want to know what the best assault rifle is, or we already know the best weapons in SMG for Modern Warfare 3, well, which one is best? And today I'm here to tell you why that's a myth. In this Call of Duty game, in any Call of Duty game ever, there is no absolute best weapon. Right now, what I'm using is a thermal PM9. I'm also using akimbo Desert Eagles and throwing knives, and the reason I'm using these weapons are because they're fun and because I'm actually quite good with them. I'm good with thermal sights, and I'm good with fast-firing submachine guns, and I'm above average with tomahawks. I'm no Vicstar, I'm no tomahawk tricks or straight-up knives, but I can, not tomahawks, throwing knives, but I can definitely smack some people with those throwing knives, and they're very, very useful while I'm reloading these weapons. These weapons all have very, very high time to kills. The throwing knife's a one-hit kill minus a little traveling. PM9 shoots very fast, but as you can see, it's not very accurate. The Desert Eagles will kill in one hit in close range, but at long range, I really can't hit a damn thing with them. Not only is time to kill a very important thing, and we discussed time to kill and damage and rate of fire a lot in the last video, and like I said, that's a good formula, but it's not the ultimate formula. I have accuracy concerns with these weapons, even with the thermal sight, which makes guns more accurate by reducing the view kick and being able to click to hold my breath. The PM9 is really not an accurate weapon, and this is after the patch too. It's just generally not accurate. My akimbo Desert Eagles aren't accurate. Not only are they not accurate, but they're not precise weapons. They're not repeatable. They're not predictable. I don't have a good feel for the recoil. It just kind of go all over the place. So not only do you have to worry about a weapon having a fast time to kill to be good, you have to worry about its accuracy, but some guns have really weird quirks, and the one that I like to talk about a lot is the Scorpion. In Modern Warfare 3, it originally had absolutely zero hipfire drag, like the box wouldn't move up or down or side to side, and it used to have a very tight hipfire spread, so while it had a slower time to kill than the other machine pistols, it had that niche to fill for excellent hipfire. In other Call of Duty games such as Modern Warfare 2, when you put a holographic scope on the M16, it was more accurate than the FAMAS, although it had slightly less range, or perhaps the 5.7 from this game that you can reload super fast, or the USP from Modern Warfare 2 that had the special akimbo knifing animation that was super fast. As you can see from all of this, it's about situations. It's not about which weapon is best, which weapon kills fastest, which is more accurate, which has the best accuracy to kill balance, because I can calculate that. I can honestly tell you that here in Modern Warfare 3, the two best statistically weapons are the ACR and the G36, probably for competitive play. I like the G36 better, but it's a little bit less reliable in the recoil than the ACR, but you don't see as many people using maybe the G36 over the ACR, and you don't see that much ACR online. You definitely see it. It's definitely the quote overpowered weapon in this game, but it's not like everybody's using it. It's not like when you go all the way back to Modern Warfare 2 and you have one-man army noob tubes or something. This game, and Black Ops to a lesser degree, has a lot of different situations, and you have close range combat, you have long range combat, you have medium range combat. Call of Duty games typically are about the medium range combat. They are designed, the maps are designed, the guns are designed, the health, the playstyle, the time to kills, they're all designed to push people toward that medium range combat so that you can very clearly see your enemy can see you, and you can engage in a short gun battle, and the person that reacts the fastest and puts the most bullets downstream, or in the case of some games has the best internet connection, wins. And it does that because it's a very satisfying, rewarding kind of feeling. And most people look for whichever weapon is best at this situation, and that's a really good way to do it, because about 80% of the situation is going to be that mid-range game. But no gun is going to completely dominate all situations. There are guns that utterly destroy in close range combat in this game, such as the Desert Eagle Akimbos. In close range combat, you can murder people with those. The FMG9s are also really good. The shotguns, hell, let's look at something like the Model 1887. When it comes to close range combat, nothing really competes with that, and it's one shot to kill. And if it shoots a little slow for you, you can go for the AA-12, which can just mow through a couple of people in close range combat, but you move out maybe 8 to 10 meters and they're about as dangerous as a box of butterflies. They just aren't particularly threatening because they're out of their range. And you can do the same thing for the submachine guns in this game, which absolutely dominate at middle range. Like the PM9, now that it's been patched, is a monster. I use this more than the MP7. It's not as accurate as the MP7, but it shoots so motherfucking fast. I can just slaughter people. I can just hip fire. I don't have to worry with it half the time. But when you move out to just a long range or medium long, the gun becomes worthless because of the recoil. And you see a similar kind of thing with the MP7. The MP7 is a very accurate submachine gun, and you can very accurately drill people at long ranges, but at long ranges it does not compete with assault rifles because you have to shoot people too many times to hit them, and because you're so far away, the flinch, the view kick that makes your screen wobble up and down isn't getting you as bad, but when people are shooting you back with those assault rifles, it's going to shake your screen all over the place. That's another little thing. The flinch mechanic is very complicated, not that well understood, and different guns in the same class can have different flinch mechanics going on, which can really change their performance. Or let's take a long-range weapon. Something like the sniper rifles are the obvious choice. That's a little bit too easy. Let's do something like a light machine gun, or even better, let's take the MK14. That's an assault rifle, but it's a very long-range assault rifle, and it does very well at long range. It can drop people in 2 shots across just about any map in this game. On the really huge maps, you might have to take 3 shots. That's not normally an issue. In theory, it has this great close quarters combat ability, that one-shot headshot, but it's an ultimate skill weapon. If you miss that first one headshot, somebody's going to hose you down, and you can't do anything about it. And in close quarters combat, because of the slow rate of fire and your propensity to miss when somebody's in your face bouncing around and things get really hectic, it's not that strong of a competitor. It is theoretically a very strong competitor because of the damage and because it would make people flinch like crazy and how quickly you can kill them. But when you put this in a player's hands, things change. It's not about what gun is best, but more about what gun are you best with. I hate the CM901 in this game. That is my least favorite weapon in this entire game, but I know people that can use it very well, and subscribers, when I bash on it, they tell me that's their favorite gun. So remember, in this game, there's no best weapon. There's only the weapon at which I am best with, which weapon suits your playstyle. Some do categorically dominate others, but what I would recommend you doing is picking from some of the best weapons, play with them, get good with them, and know what you like. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Drifter out.